Hi there! In this video, we'll take a look at how to configure alerts in RoomAlert account. If you've set up alerts before, you may notice that the process looks a bit different. Based on customer feedback, we've updated the workflow, so creating multiple alerts in bulk is now just as easy as creating a single alert. We've also introduced reusable elements to simplify setup and give you more control when managing recipients, thresholds, schedules, and message templates. Let's get started. I'm signed in and on the alerts page. There aren't any alerts set up yet, so we'll start from scratch. To begin, I'll click the New Alert button. This opens a form with several sections. At the top, you'll see a brief guidance area with tips about using the form. Below that is the Sensors section. The table lists all of the conditions you're currently monitoring. Each row represents a single reading. For example, if you're using a temperature and humidity sensor, you'll see readings like temperature, humidity, heat index, dew point, and push status, which indicates whether the sensor has recently sent data to your account. Before we make any selections, let's review how the table works. By default, the results are paginated with up to 10 readings shown at a time. You can use these arrows above the table to move between pages. By clicking this cog icon, you can also adjust how many results are shown per page and choose which columns are displayed. The columns provide helpful context as you select sensors. To narrow down the list, you can filter the table by details such as sensor label, device name, tags, and more. When you're ready to select a sensor, click the plus icon next to it. That reading moves into a new section above the table, along with a graph showing the last 24 hours of data. After selecting your first sensor, the table automatically filters to only show readings of the same type. This is because you can only apply a threshold to one reading type at a time. As you can see, our table now only shows temperature readings. I can select any individual sensors that I want to apply the same threshold to. I can also click Add All to include every temperature sensor that's currently displayed on the page. The graph provides a quick snapshot of recent data for the selected sensors. If something on the graph looks off, double-check that you really want to include that sensor in this set of alerts. You can remove any sensors by clicking the minus icon next to it. In our example, the sensors we've selected will result in a total of 10 alerts being created. We'll click Next to reveal the next section, Define Your Threshold. You have two options. If you choose Independent, each alert will get an identical threshold, but they won't be linked together. After the alerts have been created, you can edit their thresholds individually. If you choose Shared, a threshold record is saved to your account. Editing it later will automatically update the threshold of all associated alerts. In the Shared Threshold dropdown, you'll see recommended heat index thresholds, along with any greater than or less than ranges you've already saved. At the bottom of the list is an option to create a new threshold. We're going to create a new shared threshold called Office Too Hot, which will trigger when the temperature rises above 86 degrees Fahrenheit. When we click Next, a new section appears for defining alert actions. First, select a notification group. If you haven't created one yet, click Create New Group. We'll configure this notification group to notify our facilities manager by email and text message. We'll set it to send reminders every 5 minutes while the alert remains triggered. We'll also configure a quiet time schedule that limits notifications to business days only. Now we'll add a second action. This one will be for our weekend crew. We'll create another notification group that sends them an email. Next, we'll configure a new quiet time schedule to send alerts only on weekends. We'll also create a custom message with special instructions. To do that, we'll click New Template, and then under the Email Notifications tab, we'll select Use Custom Template. Next, we'll update the subject line and email body using some of the available keywords. We'll also customize the email that gets sent when the alert clears. Once we're done configuring notification actions, we'll click Next. The final section of the form is where you define alert names, tags, time zone settings, and more. A suggested naming convention is pre-filled for you. You can edit this however you'd like. As a tip, using keywords can help ensure each alert has a clear and distinct name. We'll tag this group of alerts as Warning, and we'll leave the time zone set to the default. If you want your alert notifications to include additional sensor readings for more context, you can configure that later from the Alerts interface after it's been saved. When we click Next, the final screen displays a summary of the alert you're about to create. Review the information carefully. If you need to make changes, click Go back and make changes. Otherwise, click Create Alerts. After the alerts are saved, you return to the alerts list. From here, you can click any alert to view its details. You can manage your notification groups, schedules, and message templates under the Actions tab. Any edits you make to these reusable elements will automatically update the alerts they're associated with. You can also clone these items to quickly create variations. Shared thresholds get saved to the Guidance section of your account. Here, you can view which alerts and graphs are linked to a threshold. Any changes made to a threshold are immediately reflected in all linked alerts and data graphs. If you have questions, please feel free to contact us by email at support@roomalert.com or by live chat on our website, avtech.com. Thank you.